everything happened in this Indonesian Grand Prix. Absolutely everything. A Grand Prix that truly seemed really to be won hands down, quite decisively, by Bezzecchi on the Aprilia. He was so incredibly dominant, both in the practice sessions and in the sprint race, and he should have been just as overwhelmingly dominant in the main race itself. Oh, but a really bad start, a very, very serious and significant mistake by Bezzecchi, unfortunately didn't allow it to happen. And on top of that, his subsequent crash put Marc Marquez in a truly tough spot. He still has to figure out what happened. It will surely be a dislocation of his right shoulder, the same one that's already injured and has caused him so many problems. So in my opinion, we won't see Marc for at least 1 or 2 Grands Prix. And if you add that to Martin's situation, that's 2 main contenders. Well, Bezzecchi immediately apologized. I was just thinking if it had been Marc who did that, what would have happened? A Grand Prix that was won in spectacular fashion, I mean by this rookie, by Fermin Aldeguer, with the Gresini team, which is proving to be the strongest of all the private teams, and he showed that he's a great rookie, and won with almost a 10-second, because a 10-second lead, I think that's a record this year. Maybe even in previous years, maybe even forever, because 10 seconds is, well, in the end it was 7 or 8, but on the last lap, Aldeguer was lapping 3 seconds slower, just to make sure he made it to the finish. He absolutely didn't want to make any mistakes. A great young rider on that Ducati, he went for it, but I think it's important to mention that this young man was discovered by a name we all know, Luca Boscoscuro. Boscoscuro, owner of his own team and producer of Moto2 bikes, is really a guy, a former rider, who knows what he's doing, knows how to manage young talents, and above all, knows how to discover them. Aldeguer is one of his many discoveries. Well done, Luca. Calling that KTM in the Grand Prix strange is an understatement. A podium and a 4th place, unbelievable. After practice sessions where, frankly, apart from Pedro Acosta, who is their flag bearer, none of the others managed to perform. Maybe KTM is lacking a method. Be careful not to let Pedro Acosta slip away, because there are a lot of rumors going around. Yet another bad situation that Pecco Bagnaia has found himself in, and it seemed like after Japan everything had been sorted out. But that's absolutely not how it went. In fact, maybe this was the worst race of all. It's clear that now they need to take a moment to meet and talk face to face, especially Daligna, Engineer Daligna, and Pecco Bagnaia. Why continue like this for next season? That's a very big question mark. There could be some surprises, you know? And well, I always say, paraphrasing Paddy Bravo's song, Making Love With You While Thinking of Him, what if you swap a Martin for a Bagnaia? Why not? Very difficult. Obviously, that's a joke. Contracts must be respected. Bagnaia has a 2-year contract, and of course Ducati isn't about to run away from that. But if things keep going like this, I don't know. A special mention for Moto3, 2 Italians on the podium. Finally, after such a long time, Lunetta and Pini did a great job. 2nd and 3rd place. No wins, but at least getting on the podium gives us hope for the future. On the other hand, a total wipeout in Moto2 with Arbolino and Vietti. No one knows where they ended up. Anyway, there are still 4 Grands Prix to go. They'll be fighting for 2nd and 3rd place, but in my opinion, Alex Marquez already has 2nd place in his grasp. There's a real battle for 3rd, from Bagnaia to Bezzecchi to Acosta. I think that's where the fight will be, and let's add Morbidelli to the mix as well. We're settling for less since the championship ended in record time, thanks to Ducati and Marc Marquez. Well, guys, this time we have to raise a toast to this amazing rookie, Fermin Aldeguer, where Ducati really saw his potential. They really had the foresight, and he ended up in a team, Sangrezini, where everyone has won, or at least everyone has made it to the podium. From Bastianini, Alex Marquez, Marc Marquez, and now Fermin Aldeguer. A Prosecco for the future, you could say. A very young guy, someone who will definitely go far, and with a Prosecco by his side, he'll go even further. Cheers.